and I will let Walter go first.
All right, well, this movie that I'm about to talk about is a movie that apparently people have been waiting for me to watch. I've noticed on the Twitter, on Twitter, they're like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear what his review is." And I'm going to spoil the shit out of this movie because you know what? No one should watch this movie.
Whoa.
This movie is awful.
Whoa. Are the initials KL?
It is KL.
No, please don't. Please respect my viewing pleasure because I do want to watch this.
You haven't seen it yet?
No.
Oh, you don't want to see it, dude. This movie sucks. The movie is Kill List, okay? This movie starts off as being a really cool, kind of a strange mystery. There's these two men who are former military that have turned hitmen, and they have a list of 3 people they have to kill. And every time they go to a hit, one of the target's names comes up. Like, there's the priest, and then there's the librarian. So I'm like, all right, this is kind of neat because...
When you say it comes up, you mean on the screen?
On the screen, it's black screen with white text. Mm-hmm. It says the priest. So I'm like, all right, this is sounds like code names. This could be kind of cool, kind of cloak and daggery. And then a weird thing happens where the targets always say thank you before something crazy happens to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to the third act, and I was ready to throw my DVD player out the window. I was so pissed. I so incredibly angry about how this movie just goes. And I heard that it goes off the rails.
It does go off the rails.
And I was expecting cool off the rails. Like, all right, this might be a really cool. Maybe they bite off more than they can chew.
You were
a bad
expecting
guy.
Crank 2 off the rails.
No, I was thinking maybe along the lines of you have a bad guy that's a lot more powerful than you, and these guys are gonna run for their lives. Mm-hmm. Or it was just gonna amp up and be really, really I thought the tension was just gonna be off the charts tension, and I got stupidity, utter stupidity, and fucking retarded is what this is.
I am really, really curious to see this movie now.
Tim, man. you're gonna. Oh my god!
So
this movie is awful.
I've seen this, and I'm not as harsh as Wally. I kind of don't agree with you. I actually I thought the movie started kind of rough. Because you really don't know what these guys are until about half an hour in.
Yes.
Literally you're in the room with 2 guys just hanging out.
Yeah.
And it's not till a little bit later that the one guy just says to the other guy, "Come on, man, come back. You messed up 4 months ago. Apparently there was something bad happened 4 months ago." In
Kiev.
Yeah, and he's taken 4 months off. He needs the money. He gets his friend to go back in and to go do some hits with them. That's when I thought the movie started getting better, when they start doing the hits. And yet, you're right, there's this weird element where the people that are getting hit are not reacting the way you thought they would react, begging for their lives or something like that. They just turn
on, they smile, and they say thank you.
Yeah, and then it just kind of goes from there. And yes, I agree with you, it does completely go off the rails, but I don't agree that it's way, way out of left field. You don't expect this to happen, because all of a sudden it goes from a kind of a thriller movie
to spy movie / crime movie.
Yes, to something completely different. Almost I closest thing I could say, I guess, is maybe a horror movie. And it has this element towards the end that I was just like, what the hell? This reminds me of another movie that I can't mention because it would probably be a spoiler, but I thought it was not bad. I didn't think it was great, like a masterpiece or anything like that, but I think it's something that people should watch.
So, Wally, this is directed by Ben Wheatley, who is a fairly well-regarded British indie filmmaker. Would you ever consider watching another movie of his?
Well, here's the thing. I saw his short in ABC's of Death. He did You for Unearthed.
That's right.
Which I dug.
Yes.
I was like, that's pretty cool. So how the hell did he go from... this obviously had to have been something he was just either starting... I have no idea, because this movie is just so... The first 2/3 are good, and then you get to that last third... And that last third completely stains the rest of the movie. Completely ruins the rest of the movie for me. So this